Hello, everyone. Welcome back to my channel. It looks like I'm live. Let me know. Can you hear me? Can you see me okay? It's a little different. I am sitting here in a half empty house, so it might be a little echoey, and doing what we can to have some decent lighting. Oh, my friend Rebecca is here. Good. Ooh, let me know if you can hear me. I might need to have my headphones on.
I can hear you. I'm
You
trying to
can,
get my camera on.
we are live, so
Great. Okay, I gotta restart ManyCam. It's not letting me come in. Hold on.
okay. All right. Let me know if you can hear me because I just
There we go.
realized that I have been live. My headphones are plugged in. I'm on a totally different computer, totally different room. So let's start again. Hi, everybody. I'm here with Rebecca. Hey, Rebecca.
Hi. Don't worry about technical difficulties. We're good now.
Mindy said she can hear me. Mindy, am I super loud? Because with these on and in an echoey house, I'm not sure if I'm loud. Oh boy, Rebecca gave us the idea to talk about, I think it was Rebecca, maybe Lauren. People, we were all talking about updates for Outschool. And there are so many things that Outschool has added or changed. And so I pulled up one of my emails. Are you ready to chat about all new updates for
I think so. Yeah.
Outschool?
There's been a lot. I think it's really good that companies like Outschool and some of the other companies really listen to their teachers and go,
Yeah,
okay, what can we do to make things better? And we give them a whole list of things that we want, and then they put it on the big old wish list, and they slowly start, knocking a few off here, there. They prioritize because, of course, they can't do everything all at once. That's a
right.
lot of work. But Outschool has come up with some really good new things in the last year that have been
Yeah.
pretty awesome and things that we teachers have asked for, and they're slowly chipping away on that list, which is cool.
Yes. So why don't you introduce yourself since I did not introduce you so well today, Rebecca?
That's okay. You guys have seen me on here before, whatever. But yeah,
Yes.
I'm teacher Rebecca. I teach for Outschool and Bling ABC, VIP Kid, Go Go Kid, a little bit of everything. And I have a YouTube channel, teacher Rebecca F. Online Teaching, and I just talk about anything I can think about. ManyCam, the parent side of Outschool. I do like
Yeah.
to give the behind the scenes what the parent sees in case there's any changes or additions of what we see, because it can also help the teachers know how to, list things
Yeah.
or to write things.
And one example that really helped us teachers that Rebecca found out was that they couldn't see the supply list in certain
Yes, and they
areas
changed
and
that.
things as a parent. I know
That's one
they
of the new,
changed it,
and that's one of the new
but
additions.
back before, Rebecca's like, hey, as a parent, I can't see it here. So we all were able to change it a little bit. So make sure you check out Rebecca's channel. So you are up to speed on the parent side of things too. So
Yes.
where should we start, Rebecca?
Well, I have the product news email
Okay.
open from May 18th. So this was just this past week. Just
Mm-hmm.
some of the main changes that they put in this week.
Yeah.
One is the summer camps just got longer.
Mm-hmm.
It says that last summer, many educators asked to increase the time of summer courses. This summer, we're delivering. You can now run classes for 9+ hours, which is a long time. To ensure your classes are safe and
Wow.
comfortable for everyone, take a look at our trust and safety tips for successfully running summer courses. Now, I'm not sure if that's 9+ hours in a row or if it's like an hour a day for 9 days. Like, is there max? Because
Right.
I know when you make a class, you can do for 120 minutes, so that's 2 hours.
Hmm.
But is it like 9 in a row? Or is it 9 total? Now I'm not
Right.
sure on that one. But I mean, say you have a cooking class, it's 2 hours a class. Well, if you have a 5 day a week class, that's 10 hours right there. So it's good to have that option
Right.
if you
So
want it.
I will say, if you need more information on that, it does say to check out their current policy.
Mm-hmm.
Um, let's see. Yeah,
And I
learners
can
should
link
never
the
be left
trust and
alone.
safety tips for summer camps in the chat box if you want to, because it's kind of long-ish, but it's
Right.
really good about like things that you should do and things you should not do.
Mm-hmm.
The main things is you should never leave the kids unattended on their computer.
Right.
Like the teacher always has to be present in the room. Now I've been at fault for forgetting a supply. I say, hey guys, can I, go real quick and grab what I forgot? And I tell them real quick and I'm gone for like 10 seconds.
Right.
They're like, it's kind of iffy, but try not to leave them alone because you never know what they're going to say about another student, what
Right.
type in there. You want it to be safe and supervised. So if you're going to run it for 9 hours, you got to be there for 9 hours.
Yeah, right. And they do say that if you do have to step away, make sure you disable the functions and stuff, or enable all the safety functions and things. So, oh, hey Jerry, hey Harvetta, thanks for coming. um, yeah, so you really want to, of course, comply with their policies and things. So,
Yep.
I think that's pretty much all we need to go into on that. If you have questions about the summer camps, let us know. But go ahead and check out the trust and safety tips for summer camps if you have more questions on that one. So, all right, what's next?
Get the right ages in your class. Now, this has been a point of contention for a couple of months now, where a person wants to enroll a 5-year-old in a 9 and up class. And you're like, well, I know he's super smart, but can a 5-year-old handle the speed and the attention span of a 9-year-old? I don't know. So this is a way that teachers have the choice. I love that they have a choice to close up their age range. You could do the flexible age range, which is what it already is, where like you can say it's 9 to 13, but anybody younger or older can join in, whatever. But you could also go strict age range, where you can say, I want to set it to either 0, 1, or 2 years younger, or 0, 1, 2 years older. So you're really closing those gaps. If they're outside of that 1 or 2 years older or younger, you can set on both sides. They have to actually message the teacher and say, hey, I think my 7-year-old's really gifted. I think that she'd be great in this 9 plus, but you set it for 9 and up. Can she please join in? And then the teacher can look, go, well, this class is full of 13-year-olds. No one's in that lower age range. I recommend a different section or a different class, because the teacher can see those things.
Sorry,
So
I'm looking up things on my phone still.
Yeah. So like that there's a choice. You could do flexible or strict, and you can choose how strict. I think, and it's per class. So some classes you're like, whatever, it's a social class. Some classes are, okay, this has a lot of skills and like math facts or whatever. You want the strict age range.
Right. And just because a student can handle the materials doesn't necessarily mean they're a right fit for that class. And
right. Yeah. Emotionally and socially, teachers have the age range for a reason. But plus or minus 1 year, it might not make a difference.
Right.
But 2 more than that, it'd be like, whoa.
Right. Yeah. All right. So what's our next one?
Next one is learners coming with class supplies. Did you ask for supplies? Now your class supply list shows up in parent attendee and meeting reminder emails, so learners come prepared for their class. So what it means is when I sign up for a class, like I signed up for my friend's class today, I got the welcome to this class email. Here are the supplies you need. Anything that the teachers put in their supply list on their main page gets sent to that email.
Nice.
Here's my problem. I signed up for the class and the class is 2 weeks from now. In the meantime, I've got 20 other classes my daughter takes. I can't remember what supplies I need for which class. And I don't always have time to go back into the parent's side to see the supplies because it's not on the student's side.
Right.
But now when you get the, hey, reminder, class starts in 19 minutes, that email also has the supply list.
Oh, good.
So make sure that you put in the supply list what you want them to bring, and make sure it's not outdated, because a lot of them are outdated. I've noticed. I'm like, they've never had to have these supplies in the last 10 weeks. So it must be an outdated supply list. So go ahead and update that. And if you have like your supplies in the classroom, maybe send a reminder that a few days before so that the students can have it.
Right. Excellent. Let us know. Harvetta, you're on Outschool too, I think. What classes are you all teaching? And do you have a lot of supplies? I know Jerry is an art teacher, so she definitely has supplies. Mindy said all classes are still showing a max of 55 minutes per session. I tried one-time class, ongoing class, and multi-day class, and it just allowed me to put in 55 minutes.
Interesting. Because I've always been able to do 120. I've never wanted to do 120, but I have noticed that that's an option. So
Huh.
now it makes me curious what it is.
Yeah, I don't know, Mindy. We're gonna have to look into that one.
Oh wait, I'm like trying to edit a class and it only goes to 55. It used to go to 120.
Hmm.
So I'm not sure
Might have
why
to write that one down. Let's
they're
see.
stopping at that one. Thank you for
Hours
noticing and
and
researching for us.
55-minute class. Yeah, we'll have to look into that, Mindy. I wrote it down, but that's saying that I'm going to remember where the sticky note is after we're finished moving.
Right.
I'll try to get back to you guys on that one. Oh, I think it's really cool to have that email that you were talking about for the supply list, though, because
Yes,
you have
yeah.
20 minutes to get stuff ready. It's like,
I mean,
oh,
at least
okay,
it's a
whew.
scramble. I mean, you can do it. You may forget something, but it's like, oh yeah, I do need that. But it's
Right,
only going to show the supply list that you have on the main page for all to see. Some teachers don't like to put the supplies there because they could give away too much of the class, and they
right.
instead list it in the classroom, which works because the classroom is accessible to the student. So when you
Hmm.
click on the class starts in 20 minutes and you click on that link, it takes you to the student page. And then right there is the previous classroom messages. You can scroll down to find it. But a hint, make it really, really easy for the parents because the parents
Right.
don't have a lot of time when you've got kids scrambling all over the place. Make it
Yeah.
really easy and fast to find.
Jerry
Make
said
it super
supply.
duper easy.
Yeah. Jerry said supply info is crucial for a few of her classes.
Right.
Glad they get more info. She has to look at her supply list each week. Yeah, I'm sure you do. Harvetta, I haven't signed up yet. Almost ready though. I am working on the video part of the application. I am a preschool teacher. Oh, Harvetta, did you send me an email? Did I get an email from you? Someone just had questions. Questions for me. And it sounds like I'll have to check back on my email. I hope I didn't miss it, Harvetta. I messaged somebody last night. I'm like, I'm in the middle of a move. I will come right back to you. I promise. But it's like 12:30 at night. Oh, you knew that story, Rebecca. I messaged Rebecca last night. I'm like, I don't even have sheets yet. They're in the dryer.
Moving is hard because there's so many things to do, and then you have to unpack when you get there. You realize, oh, I
Yeah,
don't have curtains for all the bedrooms. I'm like, no matter how many times you move, it's expensive when you move because you're always trying
right.
to find things for the next house. Ugh. So yeah, your mind's kind of crazy right now. It's totally fine. It makes
Yeah.
sense.
So just excuse me.
You need a little
I'm sure
excuse.
they're all used to it anyway, but who are we kidding? This is me normally. Okay, so did we hit the end of that email?
There's one more.
One more.
It says more insights on your parent emails. So we can tailor your messages to parents no matter where they actually receive them. With red receipts, you'll be able to see whether parents have opened up your messages on Outschool. Now, red receipts also show up when a parent opens up your message via their email, which is kind of cool. So
That's
when
nice.
you're on your conversations tab, it'll show that you typed to a teacher and the teacher typed back or whatever, or the parent typed back, and it has message read. Now it looks like it also says message read if they open their email, because sometimes I'll open my email and I'll respond through my email. I'll forget to actually go and look in the conversations tab. And so it may
Mhm.
not look like I've read it, but I really have. So when this is all said and done, you can see they've read it. They may not have responded, but they got it. Because sometimes you're
Right.
like, did you even get it? Like, I still have parents who are like, oh, I just got this message. And it's like, 4 days later or even a
Right.
week later. I'm like, oh, well, that message is kind of outdated. Do you want to transfer this week? And it's been like 2 weeks.
Right.
So, it's good to know that they got it.
Yeah. And then maybe we would have known that my emails to you were going to spam at that one point. If you
Right.
had read receipts, or at least I would have known you weren't getting them or opening them.
Yeah, this is like private messages. So
Yeah.
messages to the parents. I'm not
Right.
sure if it's messages to the learners. I think it's just messages to the parents. But the
Right.
private messages back and forth, we can actually have a conversation.
Good. Oh, okay, Hervetta. I didn't miss an email. Good. Um, don't forget if you need help from any of the teachers on here, they all have links below. So if you find a teacher that kind of meshes well, I know you're preschool, Rebecca's preschool, I'm kinder. Teacher Mindy comes on here often. She's got lots of ideas for reading. She's got multi ages
Mhm.
classes. Jerry's been on here. She's art. So if you need help from any of us teachers, you let us know. Um, All right. Did I skip?
I think there's one more thing if you want to.
Please go for it.
Okay. So one more thing that really hasn't been sent out by email yet, but it was just put on the Teacher Hub last night. So it's brand spanking new, is that you can type in private notes about your learner.
Oh, yes. I wrote.
So one thing that has, mess up with my mind is I might see a learner for this class, and then a few months later they'll come again for this class, and I forgot what the parent told me about him in the first class. Oh, he's shy, or he struggles with this or that. And if I don't have access to that parent message, I forget. And I come in blindly and go, hi, and they're like, whoa, like, okay, that's right, you're shy, you like to have your camera off, got it.
Yeah.
Now you can actually type in private notes about that student that only you can see. No one
Nice.
else can see it. No, the learners, no teachers, just you and yourself.
Yeah.
Now, a caveat is if the parent does request all information about that learner, kind of like, law enforcement where they have to gather all the information, whatever, they will see those private notes. So do make sure that they're kind and nice, but
Yeah.
they're hints to yourself of what that parent has mentioned about their students. So you're not going like, hey, and just like make them uncomfortable. Like you're actually like writing notes about that student, which is
Yeah.
great.
That's pretty good because I'm pretty overwhelming sometimes. I get all excited. I'm like, yay, I'm in your face excited for some of these little ones. 90% of the time it's great, but there are some that I'm like, okay, hi.
Right. I mean, at the beginning, I had this one student who was super shy and she wanted her camera off, but I made her check in, which you do need to make them
Right.
check in at least once per class, and 11 turn them off. Well, then she came back a few months later and I totally forgot it was her. So like I forced her to stay on camera and open it up. If I had known it was her and I heard her voice, I might be able to say, hey, just do a quick peek, but I know you. And I won't have made her uncomfortable because I will have known her. Without
Right.
those notes, I may not have remembered and be like, no, 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 and the parents like, why don't you remember my kid? I'm sorry. So many kids have passed through in the last little bit that I'm sorry.
Yeah, it's not like we have, a class of 20 and then
Oh,
you
so
learn
you
them all and you have them all the time. Kids are
right.
constantly coming and going. So, good morning, Stephanie. Stephanie's here. She said, good to see you both. Thanks for the updates. I taught VIP Kid until 2:30 a.m. Eastern and just woke up. Oh. Yeah, I
So I'm
haven't
an
done that in a
overnighter.
long time. I have been receiving a ton of requests for in the middle of the night, and I'm like, no thanks. It makes me feel guilty, but no thanks. I can't do it anymore.
I just ignore my requests. I'm like, I know my schedule. It is what it is. If whatever works is works.
Yeah. So, Mindy, if you're still here, did you want us to share your expo group? Let us know. Do you want to talk a little bit about the expo? I think some of you are doing something coming up. Or
Yeah,
do
so
you know
this
what?
is a new thing. Is that the June 5th and 6th?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay. There's so many teacher-led things going on, which I think is great.
Yeah.
So if it's not this one, well, you got to hear it anyway.
Yeah,
So
let's do
June
it.
5th and 6th, there's a Facebook group that's being made where teachers can sign up for a 15-minute time slot to go live to tell everybody what their classes are about. So we want to invite lots of parents to this Facebook group as well as teachers in there. It's kind of like a mini showcase slash meetup thing. So it's really cool.
Okay.
And then there'll be some gift card drawings in there too.
Mhm.
So invite parents, invite teachers who are parents, invite parents who are not teachers, invite kind of everybody who would like to get a snippet of what these teachers do.
Yeah. So it's unofficial. It's an
Right.
unofficial group. But yeah, you get to learn about the teachers, hear their teaching style, hopefully sign up for some classes. Yeah, it's just a great thing to spread the word for teachers and parents. So we wanted to make sure we mentioned that. We get little messages like, don't forget to say this, don't forget to say this. One of the things, Cindy Bennett's channel, she has Outschool teacher interviews. She keeps them to about 15 to
Mm-hmm.
18 minutes. She tries really hard to keep them at 15 minutes, but as you all know, it's really tricky to do. So check out Cindy Bennett's channel.
Mm-hmm.
What else? Kelly has the news for Outschool, Go-Go Kid, and VIP Kid on her channel. I'm just
Yep.
trying to mention everyone. The gift cards are Amazon or for free classes. I think they're like, I don't know that they're Amazon, but I don't think they're for free classes. I think they're just things to help bring people,
I
right?
got the
We're not
impression
really
that it
sure.
was gift cards, as in like Outschool gift cards, so you can use
Oh,
it
it is.
towards classes.
Okay. Yeah. We're not really 100%
I
sure.
mean, it just came out a few days ago, so it's still kind of new. But I will put
Yeah.
in the chat box the Facebook group for the Outschool Expo unofficial, and then you can join. There's not much on there yet, but it's gonna, kickstart getting going, and it's gonna be full of Facebook Lives on June 5th and 6th. They'll probably
Okay.
stay up there for a long time, so you can go back and rewatch some of the old lives. But if you happen to be there when like your teacher's on there, you can actually talk to them while they're live.
Great.
Oh, Minnie,
So
did you beat me to it?
Mindy
You
rock.
did.
Mindy
Mindy beat me
rocks.
to it. Awesome, Mindy.
Thanks, Mindy. Stephanie, I gave you a blue wrench. You need to say hi so you can see your name in blue. um, that's all I have on my list. Was there anything else you can think of that we need to mention?
That's all so far. I mean, there was a lot that we talked
Yeah.
about.
I think we did pretty good there.
Shared emails, class supplies, the age ranges, private notes about your learners, summer camp links. Yeah, all kinds of new tidbits in the portal that you'll be able to just explore. One person mentioned that the feedback is easier to leave now on one-time classes.
Okay.
I'm gonna have my daughter take a one-time class pretty soon, so I'll be able to see what that looks like. And if it's like right there in your face, that'll make it so nice. For any class, really.
Right. Awesome. I totally forgot what I was going to say, Rebecca. All right. I think on that note, thank you all so much for joining us. Always come back here on Saturdays, 11 o'clock Eastern. Different teachers come in and out. We bring up whatever we need to talk about on Outschool. We'd love to have you join us and put topics below. If you have some interesting ideas that you want to hear us talk about, we'd love to hear them as well. Rebecca, thank you so much for always coming, hanging out with me, and we'll see
Welcome.
everybody next time.